Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts and toy collectors? Today I bring you a brand new review for the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everything was great for everybody. Hope 2012 was good for you, but I hope 2013 is even better. So, with further ado, I have a review on Bandai Super Shogokin Might Gain. And as always, I start in the back of the box here, as you can see. MIGHTGAINE is a show that actually appeared way back when in 1993. It ran from 93 to 94. It was 47 episodes. I've actually never seen a dubbed version of it, as I don't think it exists, but I have seen it in Japanese. No, I don't understand Japanese, but I do appreciate the art. It's basically this 15-year-old boy. He's a billionaire. His parents get killed 3 years prior. His father had created the Gains, or the MIGHTGAINES, whatever. And it's like three different robots, and they form one robot. And they're basically based off of trains and some other stuff. I can't really remember. It's been a while. But yeah, that's basically it. There is a box set available now. So that actually might be in a dub version. But I just have not seen it yet. But again, I order these through Diamond Selects through my boss. Well, not my boss. He's not my boss anymore. Hasn't been for a long time. But my buddy now. I used to work for him. And so I got it for a good price. It is, I think I got it for $47. I think he paid like $43, and then he makes like $4 because of the shipping or whatever. These do retail for $60. So it's really up to you if it's something you want to pick up for such a small figure. $60, that's a lot of Marvel Legends and some, quite a few Transformers. So, bottom of the package there, that has his name there in the American version. Side of the package, just a picture of MIGHTGAINE there. As you can see. The other side of the box is just all the information, all the warnings, all that good stuff. Couple different languages, well, English anyway, and Japanese. Top of the box, again, MIGHTGAINE. It's just a closer picture of MIGHTGAINE, the robot. And the front of the package, as always. Pretty cool. It has that nice kind of metallic finish there with all the kanji, all the Japanese scriptures and whatever not. The only thing that's in American is the Super Robot Chogokin, and the fact that it's a Tanamashi Nation. So there you go. Warning: choking hazard, small parts. So that's basically that. So yeah, let's crack him open and see what he's all about. Okay, we're back. And there he is out of the package. Very nice figure. If you're into the Super Chogokins, obviously these are the smaller versions, the non-die cast. There's obviously big ones that Bandai makes. Those are like really cool. They have a lot of die casts and some plastic and whatever not. These are a little bit smaller, and I will give you a couple comparisons and whatever not. Really nice figure. As you can probably notice already from there, there's a couple of the bullet trains. And actually, these look like, if you're into Transformers, two of these are actually, I believe this is Rapid Run in the RID series, and Midnight Express maybe, or vice versa. Rapid Run and Midnight Express. So that's what they look like. And obviously this is supposed to be, I believe, I could be totally wrong, as if I am, I'm so super sorry. I believe this is supposed to be like an old style train, a locomotive. And then these are your, I believe it was the plane mode or hovercraft or something like that. It's been a long time. Why did I pick it up if I'm not a huge fan? I thought it was real cool. As soon as I saw it in previews a few months ago, I just had to get it. So again, I'm so sorry if I'm giving the wrong information. You're probably saying, oh, freaking newbie. And I don't blame you. It is what it is. But no, I just had to get it because this is something that I started collecting against the Chogokin robot series, and I wanted to get it. So, but yeah, it's real cool. There's you can move the thrusters a little bit. That's so he can fly. What else can he do? I don't want to sometimes they're a little sensitive. Yeah, the hip protectors move there, so you can open up his legs. Actually, we kind of get into the articulation. So yes, his articulation, he has really good articulation. This does have a little bit of diecast, don't get me wrong, but it's not much. It's the feet here. What else? It has a little bit of weight, which is nice. I think it's actually just the feet. That's really the only The only die cast of the whole toy. And it's actually a really nice hard plastic. But yeah, so going back to articulation, he has a side hip. Obviously, can go forward a little bit, back. His knee has double jointed knee there, as you can see. This actually kind of moves, which is kind of cool. His foot can go up and down. This actually can separate here. That's why I'm trying to remember if it was a plane, because this is actually like a wing, as you can see there. But then you can just kind of peg it back there again, so it's a part of it. And there you go, you can kind of hear that. So again, his foot can move up and down. It has no pivot, so it doesn't move sideways. He has a little bit of waist articulation, as you can see there. Obviously, yes, he can go 360. His trains don't get in the way. His pads, shoulder pads. His arm has really good articulation, as you can see there. His fists. He comes with a lot of extra little things, as a lot of these Bandai toys always do. They're just like Rebel-Tech. The Rebel-Tech stuff always gives you a lot. I didn't want to take them all out of the package, but as you can see there, those are his extra arms. Some extra wings for his helmet in case they probably break, because it seems pretty fragile. There's something that you can put underneath him here, so you can put him on a standing peg so he can have a pose. Here's an extra piece of like it's like a bow staff, so you can hook up to the swords together and whatever not. I'm actually gonna let me pull one of the sword holders so I can show you some of the swords here. Put that to the side here. Let me unpeg these. So that's that. And there's a peg in there. And then, oh, wrong hand. Here is his left hand here. Hopefully I can put that in. Maybe. And this is good. I'm actually having a little bit of trouble, so you kind of know how tight it is. Oh wow, that's really, really hard to get back in there. I may have to skip it. Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna try that. Let me try this hand here. I don't know if I'm taking it out correctly. Maybe I'm supposed to put another part. Let me see. Maybe that's what it is. So there's another part here. Maybe that's it. I don't want to break it. Luckily, it's my toy. But I did have to use my mouth to take that out. So that's really, really tight, guys. So just so you know, there we go. So there's one here. Okay. And I'm probably not going to keep messing with this. So I'm just going to leave it as is. So no closed fist when I put it back in the package for now. So that came out somewhat easy. I'm assuming that you can buy, you can probably order through the company replacements if they do break on you. So I'm just going to leave these. These are going to be on permanent display. All right. So we'll put that to the side there. So we'll put these fists away. All right. So he comes with a whole bunch of sorted swords. So he comes with this little one here. All right. It's pretty nice. Has some nice detail. Very nice color. Very, very sharp. So again, these are not kids' toys, guys. This is strictly adult collectibles. You could really, really hurt somebody with this. It's not metal, thank God, but it's really, really sharp. Okay, so this is a small version. Again, I guess he would power them up, and now at this point he would have two of them. And the I forget what you call that. Not the crest. The handle changes a little bit, so it flares out a little bit more. And now it turns to gold again. Also, not as sharp, still pretty sharp. And then he has this super blade, and that would be the super blade there. And with this one, he has to hold it with both hands because it's that big, which is really nice. So let me put the first one here so you can see what it looks like. You just want to be careful, all right? And I'm actually gonna do the next size just so you kind of see the comparison of sizes. Come on. All right. So there you go. Pretty nice. And then we get rid of this guy, and that actually comes out of the hilt too, which is interesting, as you can see. And it would have to, because again, this longer piece, which I can't get to now. Let's see. This longer version here is the one that connects the two swords. So let me see. Let me pull that. Yeah, that came out pretty easy. Alright, and then you can take this one here, and that came out pretty easy. And at this point now he has a dual sword, bow, whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty cool. And this he would hold in either hand or with both hands. So let's see. So they're very the articulation is so good that I'm pretty sure you can have both hands holding it, I think. So it would be something like this, if I take the time to do it. But yeah, it seems like you could, though. If you bend his fingers a little bit, he could hold it with both hands. So you could do that too, which is really nice. And then you have the super blade here. Some real nice, there's no flaws in terms of the paint. The paint looks really good. So there you go. There's that monster. And then the last thing he does, he has two different faces. Obviously, let me kind of get that close so you can kind of see it. Alright, so there, closed mouth. I don't know why it's not focusing. Come on. Alright, and then if you want, you can take off the helmet here. Remove his head there. It comes with that long pivot also. Take that out carefully. And then now put this one in. Put that back in there. Alright. And with this head, he has a little bit more character. You can kind of see his face a little bit better. Nice and thin sword too. It's pretty badass. Alrighty. So that's pretty much it. My review on this guy here. Obviously, I showed his articulation. Let me kind of show you a couple comparisons if you're into any of these other toys, so you have an idea. I keep grabbing whatever's in front of me closest. So here he is next to the Hulk. If you're into the Marvel Universe and you're thinking of collecting something new, something a little bit more foreign, or exotic, whatever word you want to use. But again, $7.99, $8.99, $60. It's a big difference. It's a lot of money to put down. You can honestly pick up at least 6 of these guys and have already starting a nice new collection. So I'm not knocking these, but it is definitely for that different type of collector. If you're into, put them to the side there. If you're into Transformers, this is my first edition bulkhead, so it's a Voyager size. So as you can see, bulkhead is a lot bigger, a lot beefier, taller, but that gives you an idea. Again, these range between 20 and 25 bucks, so you could be looking anywhere from 2 of these to maybe 3 plus taxes, obviously. So yeah, you could get 2 or 3 of these maybe. And then the last one would be, these used to be sold very easily here in the United States, but unfortunately the company that was all helping sponsoring the Rebel Techs, for some reason they got into dispute, and that's why we don't get these guys here, and that's why they're strictly now only imports. Unfortunately, all the new Rebel Techs, they're all imports, so you can't get them at the reasonable prices that they used to be. This at the time was sold here, and this was $19.99. So even then, because there was an import and there was tons of them, it was a good price. Some of them were maybe sometimes 30 bucks, but even then, that's not bad. Now, the Rebel Techs are strictly all plastic, so even though in the beginning I said there was no die cast, I do apologize, I was wrong. There is a little bit of die cast, but not much. Not much compared to the bigger size Chogokins out there. So again, guys, I hope you enjoy my review of the Super Robot Chogokin MIGHTGAINE. Hopefully this will help you decide if this is something you want to pick up on or start collecting in terms of just the Super Robot Chogokin line. So you guys take care. Again, happy New Year. My first review for the new year. You guys take care. Peace. Later.